American Read Out Radio Operators Network and is a nationwide disaster preparedness network made up of patriot-oriented radio operators. So, AmRRON phonetically, Alpha, Mike, Romeo, Romeo, Oscar, November. This is a directed net, so please hold any traffic until that control station calls for it.
Now let's get into the main compartment. Got several things here. I wouldn't expect, the average person to have. This is not something everybody needs to have. But there are some things that I'm going to point out here that might be really helpful to you. This is my HF QRP rig. It's a mountain topper, and this Pelican case holds everything that I need to be able to do HF communications using CW. And it's got the battery, got a keyer, and a 9-volt solar panel for charging my rechargeable 9-volt battery right here. So that's all together, but that might be just a totally separate video in and of itself. But that's inside my comms bag. This is a trail-friendly multi-band HF antenna for QRP use. This is what I use for my mountain topper for HF, and there's extra cable to be able to connect to my trail-friendly multi-band HF antenna, and that goes into the back of my mountain topper HF rig. Now, several folks have asked about the solar panel, what solar panel that I use. I don't know what brand this is. It's not any of your Goal Zero name brands. I'm cheap. I got this off of eBay. It was about $120, and this is a 27-watt solar panel. 27 watts will pretty much charge everything that I carry. And there it is. Now, you can go to eBay and you can actually find 27-watt solar panels look just like this. There's various different brands. They all look the same, and they're made by different folks, but you're going to find some similar type of configuration to this. It puts out 12 volts and 27 watts. The charge controller right here, as you can see, is charging right now. The charge controller also has a USB port, and it has a 12 volt plug right here for your 12 volt little cables, your power, like your wall warts. And I'll talk about that probably when I do my Anderson connector little video that I'm going to do. But now the newer ones, same price, 27 watts and 12 volts, have now 2 USB ports, the ones that I've seen on eBay. So this is just really handy, and that's what's in my pack. Mostly for charging batteries, but you could actually operate off of this as well. This was given to me as a gift by Dave from AMP3. This is a 550 cord manager. It has a razor blade right here for cutting. It's got a mini Bic lighter clip on the side, and this will hold 50, even 100 feet. You could pack it on there. Very handy little tool, and that was just a great, I've used this so many times. It's a great thing to have in your kit. 550 cord manager. Now for digital communications, I have a Dell Venue Pro, and I just have a Case Logic case that I got from the thrift store. It's made for holding CDs, a little Walkman or a CD player. You can get these things for 50 cents or $1. And so this is the case that I used for my digital communications. So this is the Dell Venue Pro that I got for all of my digital computer needs. And you want to see what I look like? There we are. That's me. There's my face. So the Dell Venue Pro. I bought a wireless keyboard. I bought a wireless mouse. I don't use them very often, but I do have them available. This only has one port. It's a mini USB port. So you're going to want to, this comes with an adapter, but I bought a pack of adapters so that I have different options. I don't use the wireless mouse or the wireless keyboard because I want to minimize the RF or radio frequency interference with my radios, especially digital modes and especially HF. This is the adapter that I got for the Dell Venue, and on one end is your mini USB, which goes directly into the tablet, and the other end is a female USB port that you can plug things like your signal link into, your programming cable for your handhelds, or a little miniature thumb drive if you want to keep a lot of your documents and things like that on your thumb drive. So I can access all of that as well. And that's pretty much it. That's my comms go bag. There's one other thing here that I didn't mention. This is called a rat tail. And this is supposed to help turn your VHF, UHF antenna into, or turn your antenna into basically a dipole configuration. This is how it works. You have this antenna already built into the radio, and you place this, you can get the sticky back here, you can peel that back, but I just clip it on there like this. And this only has to be in proximity. You know this is working when the little rat's eye turns red. So when you key up the mic, I don't know if you can see that or not, see his eye turning red? You see it? Maybe not. Look at the little rat, the picture of a rat right here. It's called a rat tail. And when it's in close proximity, you key the mic and his eye turns red. That's how you know that you're getting that it's like a field signal indicator. And I've never really had good luck with this. I have yet to test it with a field strength meter to compare it with and without it. So what I have experienced the best luck with are your roll-up, field portable roll-up J-poles, just like we have right over here. One of the things that I almost forgot to mention was one of the important key parts of my solar panel setup here. There's two things that I forgot to mention. Inside here I have cables so that I can plug this into my chargers, and this is just a regular 12-volt accessory cable that you typically find attached to a wall wart that you'd plug into the wall for powering up, speakers or a charger, anything that takes this type of connector. I went to the thrift store because I'm cheap, and they have bins of these things that people have thrown away, and so I pick up 4, 5, 6 of these for 50 cents or 99 cents a piece, and I cut the wall wart off the end of it, and then I attach a Anderson connector. So now with the Anderson connector, I can plug into pretty much all of my equipment everything that you see, all my other equipment that is set up as 12 volt with the Anderson connectors. Well, while this is powered up, I just plug this into the power, the controller, charge controller, and then I can plug this into pretty much anything I need to. I can also charge up my Dell Venue tablet with USB. I can charge my phone with the USB. Pretty much anything I could charge it with 2 different ways to be able to charge or power things. Something else that I clipped to here is you can pick these up at a truck stop. You can pick them up at Walmart, pretty much any store. This is called a Pulse Pack, and there's different brands. That's just the brand name, but basically it's kind of about the size of a USB almost. It charges with a mini USB just like your phone does, but this is actually an extra 2.5 hours of power for a cell phone, because even though you might not have service your cell phone has a lot of apps and things that are useful to you, calculators, and maybe your phone for taking, your camera on your phone for taking pictures, documenting your experience. And even if you can't make a phone call, a lot of times in disaster situations, you can still send text, which uses a lot less energy, a lot less power, and text often will get through when phone calls can't. If your battery's dead though, well, you're out of luck. So this buys you an extra about 2.5 hours of cell phone power, something to keep on you. And with that mini USB port, I can charge this up with the solar panel if I have to. That's it, guys. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to break down each of these components and do a small instructional video talking about each of the individual components, how I use them, how I have them configured and set up. But that's the contents of John Jacobs' regular comms go bag, pretty much daily carry if I'm going to be more than about a 4-hour walk from home. Hope that helps. You guys, God bless. 73. This is John Jacob. Clear.